Now, we're going back many, many years because I'm 55 years old and I've been dealing with this for a long time. Imagine the year 1980. Jimmy Carter was president, defeated by Ronald Reagan that November. In December, John Lennon was fatally shot in New York. But also, it was a time that people were beginning to focus on the self. People were just starting to talk about self-improvement in the form of yoga, psychotherapy, assertiveness training, meditation, jogging for exercise, proper nutrition, natural foods, and vegetarianism. All this was brand new. Diet for a Small Planet and Sugar Blues were popular books. Before this time, it was all about blending in with the masses. Now, it was about making yourself great. Me, I decided to lose weight. And on July 1st, 1980, I began my starvation diet. In secret. There's something about anorexia that makes it a little different. It can be visible. There's usually considerable weight loss, but let's put it this way. In Vermont, it gets cold early on. I put on the layers. I lied. I made lots of excuses. And mostly, I had never heard of eating disorders, so of course I didn't know I had one. No one at my college, Bennington College, suspected anything. One day, though, I went to the Northshire bookstore and I picked up a book by a young author, Amy Lou, and here it is. It's called Solitaire. A young woman's triumph over anorexia nervosa. I asked myself, what's that? What are those funny Latin words? Is that some kind of cancer? And I started to read the book, and I'm going to read to you from page 85. The slip of paper flutters out, no larger than a Band-Aid, but the words imprinted on it explode as I read them, become in fact bigger than life. My fortune reads, "You eat, you die." Within a year, I knew I needed help. Things deteriorated so rapidly that I had to drop out of school, and when I did, the rumors went flying. So I had no choice in the matter. That was how I went public. I went from promising music student to practically blacklisted from Bennington College in an instant. There was no Americans with Disabilities Act to protect me. So when I went back and tried to take classes part-time, the college and the entire small Vermont town of Bennington treated me horribly. I was the resident mental patient. I was talked down to, blatantly discriminated against, laughed at, and ripped off financially. The confidentiality laws were loose at best. Mental health care in rural Vermont at the time was practically non-existent. And my friend committed suicide, and I blame the poor care she received there. Meanwhile, I had already moved away. Now, beginning in 1986 and until 2002, many folks did not know I had a mental illness. Then, I published my book, breakdown lane traveled, and I was in the local paper, front page, and a few other papers. I was enjoying a lot of success as a writer, and I earned my bachelor's degree from Emerson College the following year and went on to graduate school at Goddard College, finishing my MFA in 2009. Then my thesis was published. This Hunger is Secret, My Journeys Through Mental Illness and Wellness. And there were more articles in the paper. And meanwhile, of course, I had for quite some time had my own website and blog, and I'm very, very visible. The effect on me, people who read my blog either love me or they hate me. I've lost a lot of friends because of my online visibility. I can't count how many. People put the blame on me for having this dreaded disease and for not getting better. It's difficult to say how having an online presence as a person with anorexia and schizoaffective disorder has changed me, because I don't know how life would have turned out otherwise. But I know there's really no turning back. I encourage everyone to write their story. My publisher, Jason Pegler of Chipmunka Publishing, says writing is catharsis and publishing is empowerment. You don't have to take both steps. You may not have a choice in the matter, but you can't get published if you don't write, right? It begins with the first word. Start anywhere. Keep writing. And I'm going to read to you from my second dedication in This Hunger is Secret. Actually, it's the first dedication. Let us tell our stories. Let us stand and shout our words to the world, and never, ever shut